Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We're going to go through a little video with ArcFi. This is a sponsored video, and we will be doing an AMA with them sometime in the next week or two, so I'll announce that in my YouTube channel whenever it's free. I am going to try and start using Twitter a little bit more, so if you do have a moment, my Twitter will be in the description. Do please follow me, and we'll go through some different things. One thing in particular, which I might actually use ArcFi for, is I'm thinking of doing a little different version of my $100 a day challenge that I was doing. I want to do something a little bit more transparent. It's not going to include any referral fees, so something a little different. So I'm excited to bring that to you guys. If you think ArcFi should be part of that, then I'm basically going to do 4 projects, I think, $250 each, to keep it kind of attainable for anyone-ish. So I'm looking forward to doing that quite soon. If you think ArcFi should be part of it, please put it in comments. If you have any other protocols you think should be part of something like that, where we're looking at kind of ROIing and then maybe a mix of compounding and pulling out, just showing you guys really how to build wealth from start to finish, hopefully, over time. We may have some failed projects, we may have some that do well, we may have to pivot a little bit with money, but I want to show it to you with real funds, because I find a lot of these other ones that YouTubers do, they're constantly refunneling new money into it. I just want to make it very transparent and very easy to follow, and if you end up seeing me grow or seeing me not grow, then it can help you hopefully with your journey to making passive income. So none of this is financial advice. Let's have a look now at ArcFi. So basically, the best thing to compare it to, unfortunately, unfortunately, is Drip. So there's definitely some similarities there, and we'll go through that in the white paper a little bit. And then definitely seems to be some Ponzi-nomics. I'm looking forward to the AMA and getting a little bit deeper into what I'm going to go through here to get a better idea of how everything's the mechanics and how it's all working. But for now, we're going to do a quick overview of the white paper, show you the DApp a little bit, maybe do a small deposit just to kind of show that off. And because the DApp is very well laid out, I find it's got a good mechanic to it, so I'd like to show that off. So I'm sorry if I didn't say it already, or if I did, not financial advice. Please do your own research. And this one definitely is a degen Ponzi-nomics, I believe, type play. So do be cautious if you decide to get into this. And we'll go through it. So DeFi made simple. Just quick white paper overview. Getting started just kind of shows you the basic mechanics. You're going to connect your wallet, you're going to swap and deposit funds into the ArcFi ecosystem, and then you can withdraw, compound, or get referrals. As usual, I will put my referral code down there. For this part of it, I will not use my new wallet that I'm making possibly later to do this other thing, but I'll put a referral code in there. If you've decided to get into this protocol because of this video or because of the AMA, and this is where you found out about it and you've done your research and you decide to get in, great, use my code. I'll try and do some giveaways when I set up my Discord, hopefully very, very soon. I'm going to do it in the next couple of weeks, and I might even partner up with some people and get a few YouTubers in there just to make it more value to you guys, because some people have actually approached me about making their Discord. So I digress. So back to this. Sorry, guys. Been off for a week on vacation, and so I'm a little bit scattery. So any referrals, great. If you do, great, awesome. If you don't, no big deal. Ecosystem overview. So basically the highlights is a DeFi passive income protocol built on the Binance Smart Chain, up to 2% daily, sustainable tokenomics, price stability mechanics like an LMS type thing like Horde, referral rewards, and pump and dump throttling. I believe it's like 200 ARC is the maximum you can sell a day, so that whales aren't dumping it daily too heavily. So your basic components where you're going to earn money in this protocol is the Arc Vault is the main one. That's your 2% ROI DApp, basically like your drip type mechanic. And then Arc Foundation, which is a stablecoin liquidity pool. You can earn a variable yield while unlocking syndicate rewards levels. I'll show you that on the DApp because it shows it right off the bat when you get in there. But basically it's like a lottery system. Daily they give a reward away, and that seems to be growing from what we've seen based on the activity, I presume, in the protocol. The legacy NFTs are another way you can get into the syndicate rewards levels, but it also raises your compounding limit and earns ecosystem rewards and gains DAO membership, so you can make decisions going forward. Infinite opportunities, infinite tokens, tokenomics, so small investments, big rewards. So the whole idea is here you're able to get rewarded fast. This just goes through your contract, so if you want to go take a little closer look at everything and what the balances are, always a good practice to do, and see if you want to follow it for a week or two just to see if it's increasing or not, to make sure that you can make your ROI kind of thing on it. always a good idea. So tokenomics, there's your supply, the website for it, network, and your chain, and then decimals. Just going through when if you wanted to add the token to your wallet, you basically take that, add it, and then you choose 18 decibels. That's why that's there. Transfer tax. So if you do move the funds from wallet to wallet, so you don't want to be doing that, and then tracker and buy ArcFi. So projected allocations, so 12%, 5% of the supply will be sold in a private presale just to get things started, and they'll be locked. So this is one of the big things that they talk about, is that all their tokens that are being sold are locked right away. What happens with some of these often, and what some of their failures are, is the token is pumpable and dumpable, whereby I could just buy the token, hold it, wait for the price to appreciate like crazy, and then dump it on everybody else, while they've all locked their funds in and I didn't. With this one, there's very few tokens that are out and about, other than I'm presuming the rewards, and the rest of them are locked into the contract to keep it sustainable. 31% of the supply will be sold in public presale round, which is already done because this is already active. 32% of the supply will be used to fund the initial liquidity of the internal and external DEXs at time of launch, and meaning they have their own DEX where you can swap the token, or obviously, I'm assuming pancake swap. 10% of the supply will go to the team and advisors. All ARC-FIs will be locked in the ARC token at time of launch. The ARC Vault is responsible for distributing the rewards to investors. So their tokens are locked. The team tokens are locked as well, just so, again, they don't dump on it. 13% of the supply will be sent to the treasury and reserved. Reserve at time of launch. The ARC treasury is responsible for sustaining ability of the protocol and through external revenue generated and ecosystem expansion. Sorry. So ARC Vault, it goes to the components. So basically, you take a token swap function to buy the ARC-Fi token, and then intelligent liquidator controlled that provides the price stability, and basically you're just staking these in there. And then the ARC treasury that will be split up. So money, when you put money in, money's then dispersed. There's some left for marketing overhead, there's some left for development, and some left for the reserves. Syndicate viewer airdrop tool. The ARC team is known as a syndicate. Oh, so this is the airdrop tool where they give you a reward daily, which we'll go through in a little bit. I won't go through the dashboard because we'll take a little look through it ourselves. ARC Vault UI actions, compound, withdrawal, airdrop. So this is what you can do inside your own UI. So we're not going to go through all that. I would like to take a quick peek here, though. To receive 2% daily rewards on your principal balance, the account must have a positive net deposit value. So post-tax deposits, whatever you put in, minus the taxes it took off, plus your direct or indirect referrals, minus what you've withdrawn. So if you go into a negative withdrawal, so let's say you put in $100 after taxes, after everything, and you've now withdrawn $100, you now only earn 1% a day after that day. So once you get past that, once you've ROI'd basically in a sense, your referrals can obviously help you with that, or you can keep putting smaller deposits in to help keep you at that 2% amount. So again, a little bit of ability there to give some longevity to it and help sustain the project. 24-hour reward timer. Distribute payouts are more evenly. Rewards are made available across a 24-hour period. So the rewards are happening over time as opposed to just a lump sum, which kind of sometimes weighs down the protocol. Pump and dump throttling. I believe this is where it says so withdrawals. There's certain withdrawal limits. 14-day rolling average. So just some different things there to make sure that you can't dump it. Dump tax, to prevent ARC tokens from being dumped on the market and to encourage holders to deposit them into the ARC-Fi. ARC tokens are held in a wallet that have a zero deposit. Okay, so yeah. So this is what I was talking about, where people can't just dump the token. If anybody buys the token and does not put it into the DApp, there's a 50% sell tax. So that helps protect against anybody buying it and then flipping it as the price goes up, kind of thing and stuff. ARC sell cap. So this is what I was mentioning earlier. So there's a 200 ARC-Fi token cap every 24 hours for each sell cannot exceed that. Sustainable taxation. So 13%. So just going through all the breakdown. So this I'd say go through a little bit more yourself. I'm not going to go through it all in crazy detail. But obviously, if you buy and deposit, there's a tax. If you deposit from a wallet, so what you do want to do is I would use their DApp to buy and stake the tokens. Just because if you buy it on PancakeSwap and then stake it, I believe there's some extra taxes there. If you sell, dumping is just that one where you don't put it in there and it just shows where the money will go for that. Compounding, there is a tax. Withdrawing, there is a tax on the airdrops and wallet transfers again to stop that from happening. A taxable example. So deposit 5 and to the direct upline, and then Arc Vault, buy the token. It goes into the principal balance. Buy with BUSD. Sorry, this is when you're coming in. Buy with BUSD. You can either buy the Arc token with it directly, and it goes into your principal balance, or you can buy it separately, and then there's a buy tax. Sorry, also getting over a week vacation and a cold. Investors' actions taken, withdraw 50%. So this is going through, okay, so I'm not going to go into, again, this in detail, but this actually breaks down what you do and how your transaction would be affected. So again, something definitely to go into and take a closer look at if you choose to. Tax available, whale tax. So once paid out, payout has reached 8,000 tokens, an additional 5% tax. So basically, any whales that get in, they're going to be taxed heavily as they grow if they get too big. So definitely something that's handy. Price stability. So this is kind of your LMS type system. So there's an intelligent liquidity controller. So the LC will remain a dynamic price range for the ARC-V token that fluctuates based on supply and demand. However, the volatility in price will be greatly reduced. So it will still, it's not going to be pegged per se to a price, but it will go up and down based on how the performance of the protocol is going. So as the price increases, that obviously means more and more money is coming in large amounts, and then it will decrease slower and slower if it becomes more of a money out kind of situation. Overview. So this is your bond, so your ARC Foundation. Earn variable yield, unlocked referral rewards. So this is your liquidity pool. So you can build a deep liquidity pool, bond staking, so you stake 50-50, and then by, again, putting 250 in here, I believe it'll probably say at the bottom, maybe not, you'll be able to get access to that rewards, which I'll show later. And then the NFTs. So there's 3 different NFTs. Basically, their purchase value, I believe, right here, $1,000, $4,000, and $10,000 USD, and they give you different amounts of DAO votes and your percentage of the pool rewards. And these percentages are, I believe, they mentioned are specific. Like if I hold a gold and you hold a silver, my overall earnings are the same as yours if I was to buy 4 silver. Sorry, I should explain that better. So if I had 4 silver or 1 gold, my rewards would be the same with the 4 silver as yours with the 1 gold, and vice versa. If I was to do 2 gold and 2 silver, my rewards would be the same as only 1 platinum. It's just your votes would, I guess, not necessarily be the same. Actually, even then they're the same. Yeah. So everything of value is the same. And that's about it. So that's about all I want to go through here. Like I said, I didn't want to get too crazy here. Okay, so it looks like there is a tiered level system. So this part, I must admit, is a little bit, this should bring some concern. This is a red flag for me. The fact that your referral system goes 15 levels deep is always a little bit of a concern. And it looks like you can increase your rewards, I guess, with the NFTs or something. So I'll have to look into that a little further. So just be cautious with this because you basically can get referral levels up to 15 levels deep, which means people, like even if you take my referral code and somebody takes your referral code and somebody takes their referral code, I'm still getting some benefit from those. So good or bad, that one's a little bit of a one to be concerned of. So just a red flag that I'd put out to you for this kind of thing. Because again, as the top guy ends up earning all these referrals, that could get quite interesting. Now again, some of those mechanics beforehand, where the whale tax and all that kind of stuff, that can possibly help with that. But again, we won't know that until it's too late sometimes. Round robin. A portion of compounding rewards are distributed in a round robin fashion to qualify accounts. Compounding generates 5% rewards paid out in the upline fashion. So this is just, I don't know if this is that. I think this is how the rewards get spread out and stuff. So sometimes they don't always go like, so it's a round robin. So people inside your downline kind of thing, everybody can benefit, I guess, from the community you build. So this probably could use a little bit more explanation. I may talk to them a little bit more about that during the AMA to get a more detailed explanation live with them. So most of their map has been done. They do have some other things they'd like to still do, but getting to that later on. And that's about it. Best practices, actually, I'm curious. Path to overcome inflation. How to plan your ARC. Okay, so this is interesting. So this might be, again, worth a read. So if you were to skip some stuff in the white paper, best practices looks like it could be a really good thing to have a look at. I may look at that before I go and deposit mine, or I may look at it afterwards, honestly, because I'm just going to throw 100 right now. But kind of looking through this and kind of seeing your strategy and how you want to go about investing in this protocol, maybe worthwhile to have a look at that to see some examples. So that's great that they give you a couple of things on how to work it. And again, your Cole's Notes version here is ArcFi here, so you just can see who they are. Our goals, so it doesn't go into details. They're not doxed or anything, so that's another thing that could be concerning for you. And if it is, then don't get involved. Why should I invest in ArcFi? Can I take my investment out? I'm assuming no. Yeah, so a longer-winded answer, but no. What is DeFi? All right, so I don't need to go into any of those. But like I said, the best practices are probably a good thing to look through. And then I want to maybe talk to them a little bit more about the round robin or take some time later. So other than that, here is your DApp. So, here's the website. Just going through everything. And I guess we can take a little look here. So there's your NFTs. And it just goes through the stuff we already went through. So no big deal there. So let's head over to the DApp. And we'll connect a wallet to it. I'm going to pause for a minute just to check what I got. All right, so we've connected our wallet. So a quick little tour of the DApp. So obviously your price of the unit, which is cool. Your liquidity inside there, and total vault account. So how many users, I guess, and that could be multiple wallets. Who knows how people play these kind of games? Market cap, and then your reserves, and your vault balance. And then inside here, these guys, you can actually do it in BUSD or in ARC, so you can see how much people have withdrawn. And this is the prize pool that I was talking about. So right now we're at 10 ARC, which is 59. And as you can see, there's been some giveaways. So there's actually a Telegram space where they do a daily little chat with everybody. So anybody from the community can come in and listen in. They'll go through any changes that have happened since the day before, possibly go through some tokenomics, go through some stuff. I listened today just because I knew I was going to be doing this video. So some great information there, a great chance to talk directly with them with any questions and stuff you have. And during that live display, they actually give away this money. In order to qualify for this money, so today it was 140 ARC, which was like $700 and some dollars, and obviously all these different days, so it's literally daily that they do it. In order to qualify for that, that's where you'd go into the syndicate. Sorry, this is the syndicate thing, but I guess you wouldn't go in here. So that's where you go into, the vault, and you need to stake, I believe it's 250. Nope, syndicate foundation. I'm getting this. So you go to the foundation and you'd approve and put your bond your BUSD into the proper stuff. So you'd end up doing it that way. Legacy NFTs. So with those, you can also buy those, and those would give you access as well. So yeah, that's basically it for that. So right now we're going to swap. And yeah, I'm saving this up. I've been pulling this from all kinds of different places to try and save up so I can do this $1,000 wallet thing that I'm looking to do for you guys. So right now we're going to buy. I'm not going to do max, obviously. I'm going to do a 100. So I'll get 15 ARC for that. And I guess bear with me a second. I should go get somebody's referral code. Should give somebody the benefit. All right, let's finish this off. Just hit approve. And confirm. Oh, I forgot to. Took so long to get to this point. My ledger is in La La Land. So let's confirm. So first thing, as always, you're doing the approval of the spend. And again, you want to do it on here because of the fact that it will just happen in one swoop as opposed to PancakeSwap. Also, I'm not a big fan when you don't have to use PancakeSwap or one of those guys, because they do oftentimes tank a protocol because they get tokens usually generated in those companies' ones. So, and now that we're done, we can hit buy, confirm. And there we go. So once that's done, we can head into the vault, because I believe it just will get loaded right in there. Yeah, directly deposit to the vault. And okay, so you know what? I didn't even look at that. My bad. I should be looking at gas fees. So in case you do see that the gas fees are slightly higher than you normally think you would see, because it's a new account, that would be why. So let's head over here. And there we are. So my ratio is just set at that right now. And then we'll see how that moves. So we'll see how this all reacts. As there's rewards, I can do airdrops to people, I guess, and then allocate to withdrawing and compounding. So a neat DApp. I'm curious to see how this all kind of works out and how it plays, but principal value will show me that. Max payout is a certain amount based on that, and then paid and deposited. So they've got kind of a lot of different structures built in here. A pretty robust app that goes through everything. So quite impressed with that. And then you can even go in here so you can set your target. So I guess you can kind of auto allocate how your funds move around. I'll definitely have to play around with this. I might have them on the AME as well, maybe show me around to get a little better idea of what you guys want to look for here, just so we can get some more information. But for now, that's pretty much about it. So if you found any value in all of this, please like and subscribe. If you did want to put a suggestion below for my challenge, where I'm going to take probably 1K, split it into 4 different projects evenly, and then see if we can ROI on them first, and then start doing some other things. Sorry about that, guys. I usually turn that off. So anyways, that's awesome. That's it. Thank you so much for joining. As usual, like and subscribe, and have yourselves a great day.